Rumbutt here, and welcome to the first episode in possibly a continuing series, Praise Slaughtered. This one's called Threaded Pain. Now, I've been seeing some people talk some trash about the Threaded Cane in Bloodborne, and to be honest, it is my favorite fucking weapon in the game. People are saying, I saw a post on Tumblr that said, friends don't let friends choose the Threaded Cane. And I was saddened by this. So right here what we have Exhibit A. This is the first time that I fought the Cleric Beast, ever. This was footage that I captured on the very first night of release. I am just beginning to get good here. I have not yet gotten good. I didn't know the mechanics of the fight. I didn't know that it was damage to the head that did the visceral attack instead of timing with your gunshots. I didn't know a lot of things. In particular, I didn't know that if I had had my cane in whip mode, I could have been doing 20% more damage. And I do know that now. So, but as you'll be able to see, and I'm not going to cut this fight at all, because I want to show very clearly that this is a first attempt with the Threaded Cane, where I won. As you can see, obviously I had the opening boss cinematic, or I guess it's not really a cinematic, but you could see that there was no fog gate, and then I walked in and the Cleric Beast jumped down. And then at the end of this particular clip, you will see that the trophy pops. Just to make it, I'm not going to cut it, just to make it clear that this was, in fact, a one-shot. Going back and reviewing this video, I saw a couple of times where I was very close to getting killed. But, no, this was my first attempt. And, with the Threaded Cane, which people are saying, oh, the Threaded Cane is a terrible weapon, you shouldn't use the Threaded Cane, don't choose the Threaded Cane. The Threaded Cane is a fucking great weapon, and I feel sorry for the people who think it's a terrible weapon, because, I mean, obviously I wasn't using it very well in this fight, but I still managed to get through in one shot. And the reach on the Threaded Cane allows you in the late game to hit the weak point, which is very often the head. Allows you to hit the weak point of the head of late game bosses very consistently. And I have another clip a little bit later in here, Exhibit B, to demonstrate that. But, yeah, as you can see, I was wasting a bunch of bullets not knowing how to properly do the mechanic. From videos pre-release, I knew that the mechanic of the healing of the body parts, so I knew not to start shooting bullets at the head until he healed it, but I didn't realize that I could just shoot, and I didn't realize how inaccurate my bullets were, and yeah, anyway, so I just used a lot of bullets and only got one visceral attack. Although I did get that visceral attack right off the start, which I'm pretty impressive for my first time. I didn't realize that you could do injuring to body parts. I didn't realize what was going on. And of course, most importantly, I didn't know that my cane would be doing more damage if I had it in whip mode. I was of the mind that the faster attacks in cane mode would serve me better. And, yeah, so I didn't use the whip mode. Yeah, so just Cleric Beast screaming a lot, all that. All that good stuff. And then he's healing up. I think right here I very nearly get annihilated in a moment. As you can see, I used a lot of resources because I had not gotten good. I was a Bloodborne novice at this point. Oh, I think... Oh. Man, it's a little painful to watch this, I'm so terrible. Oh, there it is. That was very close to killing me. Whew. Which would have been a huge disappointment, because at this point I'd gone through like 3 hours of frustration with Bloodborne. Not frustration with the game, but frustration with myself for... I was like, I'm a Souls veteran, I should be able to handle this shit, and I was just getting annihilated. It took me 3 hours to get the Cleric Beast. 3 hours, man. just because I didn't know how to play the game properly. But I learned. There was a bit of a learning curve, but I got it. Really wishing I was using whip mode here, but I'm using that regain pretty well, even though I have used, like, what, 15 blood vials? Holy shit. So, and then, right here, you can see, killed the cleric beast, prey slaughtered, and first attempt. So, alright. Now, next up, and obviously in this next clip I'm a little bit over-leveled for this fight, but as you can see, no fog gate, and it's presented uncut, but I completely wrecked Amygdala in this fight with the whip mode of the cane. I just want you to watch and see how quickly I destroyed Amygdala with the cane. I was a little bit over-leveled because I was doing PvP, but still, it's a really cool fight, but you can see 1, 2, 3, and visceral attack in less than 30 seconds, maybe, or like maybe 45 seconds. I just took down half of Amygdala's HP with the threaded cane. The weapon that people say, hey, don't let your friends use the threaded cane. Why are people talking trash about the threaded cane? Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Obviously in New Game Plus Amygdala it took me a little more time than it did here in New Game, but man. And this is actually from my second playthrough because I didn't fight Amygdala on my first playthrough. But man, like, look at how I'm seriously destroying this boss really quickly. And it's a boss that a lot of people have problems with. And why do they have problems with it? Because they don't have the reach. And they don't have the verticality that the threaded cane gives you. Look at that. And then, just as a cherry on top, finish off the fight with a visceral attack. And here comes Prey Slaughtered. And then there's the trophy. Amygdala could not take the threaded pain. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Later, Internet.